The material world is under collapse. If you are lying in any area of your life, trust me, you are going to get burnt. The mind is out of date. Hello and welcome back to another video. Now, this video is actually going to be going out on my Rumble channel, which is Lucy Davis. And before it goes out on my YouTube channel, what is the reason for that, Miss Lucy Davis? I've been banned on YouTube. Basically, on Monday of this week, I did a really beautiful session with my Conscious Conversation community. And I wanted to share the video with my team, and they don't have access to the portal and everything where I store all of my videos. So what happened was I uploaded it as a private file on YouTube, and YouTube didn't like it. Even though it wasn't public for people, they gave me a strike. So it's been a long time since I've got a strike on YouTube. I've lost many channels before, but here I am. And I thought I'd been keeping it clean. So I don't really know what it was that upset them, because, you know, David has often mentioned the V word in recent videos. And so they did say it was something to do with medical. So I don't actually know what that was. But hey ho, we are where we are. And we are cracking on and cracking forwards. So this video, like I say, is going to go out on my Rumble channel first. If you don't follow me on there, please head over and give me a follow. I'm going to put all of my videos up on both channels going forwards, because if this is the way they're going to play, I'm going to play the same game with them. So how has your start of May been? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I've been banned on YouTube. I've had stuff going on with the car. I've had stuff going on with my physical body. Like, literally, I feel as if a whole bomb has been thrown in my life, and it's not going to let up anytime soon, ladies and gents. So this full moon is a really pesky one. It is going to bring a lot to the surface, as they always do. You know, we know that full moons are here to shine a light on things that we need to be recognizing. And this full moon is very much about recognizing what we need to release. And everybody I'm speaking to right now seems to be going through some serious stuff. So just before I go on any further, Emma and I, and this is the video that got banned on YouTube, by the way, but Emma and I did a really beautiful channeled event on Conscious Conversations on Monday just gone. We will be doing another private event that will not go on YouTube on the 16th of May. Tickets are £22. So if you want to go over to my website and sign up, I will pop the link below this video so you can easily access that. Basically, what we're going to do is do the same as what we did on the video that got taken down. You guys will ask questions. Like, I'll probably start talking. There will be some stuff that I start channeling. Emma will start to channel. Then what we'll do is we'll ask people if there are questions that they've got or anything like that, so that we can open the floor and make it a really fun space. The event's going to be about an hour. Knowing me, it will probably go over, but it's going to be about an hour in length. So it should be a really fun night whereby our soul family are getting together, having a good old chinwag, and we are going to be channeling some cool stuff. So Winston Churchill came through on the video that Emma did, and I will do my best to pop it on Rumble, actually, because I don't think it will get deleted on there. So maybe I will share that full video on Rumble. Do keep your eyes peeled, ladies and gents. Okay. So that's the 16th of May. On the 31st of May, I have the launch call for my Self-Love Club membership 12-month program, which starts for the next year. I have got 3 weeks left with my program from 2022, and it's gone so freaking quickly. People that started the program saying there's no way I'm going to get to the end of 12 months are so proud of themselves for getting to the end of 12 months. People don't recognize themselves. They don't recognize their families. So if you want to join us for the launch call, see what all the fuss is about for this well-known, world-famous program, then do check out the description, and you'll be able to click on the link and come along to an absolutely no obligation free launch call for the program. You never know, You might find out some information on that call that will be like, right, I need to do this. This could change my life. So do be open. And yeah, I'll share more about Soul School and everything like that coming soon, because I want to crack on with this video. Okay, so first things first, the full moon is on the 5th of May 2023, and it is going to be a huge one. Like I said, it is going to be a potent little mischief maker. Things are going to really come to a head under this energy. Whatever you have been avoiding is going to bite you on the butt. Deep-rooted things from this lifetime and many lifetimes before are going to come up. So let's start first of all by looking at the numbers 5-5. Now, these numbers represent change, love, romance, and imagination. 55 actually refers to spiritual development, which is so key right now. There are many people that are being faced with, am I going to go the spiritual path or am I going to stay in the 3D materialistic world? And people are having to go through that transition right now. It's an extremely important period of time. And hopefully, as we step through this full moon information, you will be able to get a little bit of guidance on how to balance that. What's fascinating now, for the last 2 weeks, my team and I have been witnessing 5-5 and 5-5-5 for like I say, a few weeks, in readiness for the work that we're going to be doing this weekend. Now, this weekend, we've got the full moon on the 5th, we've got the coronation on the 6th, and then we've got a massive event taking place on the 14th of May, which is a week Sunday. So those few dates that I've just given you, my team and I are going to be doing some extremely, extremely big stuff, and we're going to need your help for some of it. So if you're in Self Love Club with Lucy Davis on Telegram or on Facebook or on my Instagram channel, you will hear me at some point sharing about what we're going to be doing. Now, the 5-5-5 that's been coming up is very interesting because it's the 5th of May, and I'm going to be doing something at 5 p.m. UK time to really help us shift the energies. So if you love to get involved with the meditations and doing the shifting work, please, please, please do head over to one of my channels and I will be giving you the information there. Failing that, there is a newsletter going out that is going to have a video that I filmed this morning that I can share with you about the purpose and the, the thought process behind it. Anyway, this moon is going to stir the pot big time. Emotions are going to surface from anything that is unresolved. Check your hurts and allow yourself to process what you can with ease and grace. Now, there are many people out there that pretend that they have their stuff together. They pretend just because they cut things off that they're okay, when actually inside there is utter turmoil going on in the body. Now, what you must remember, ladies and gents, is if you just shut your heart down, if you just cut things off, chances are you are building an extra brick wall around the heart. And what will eventually happen is you will have a heart attack. So please do bear this in mind. And please do bear in mind, this could be intimate love, this could be love with your children, this could be love with your family, this could be with any element of it. So please be aware, any of those elements that are out of alignment, you could well get hit with the stick that is what I call the humbling stick, okay? Your journal should be your best friend through this period of time. Expect to feel raw, expect to feel real, expect to be like peeling the onion layers back. This is about rebirthing the real. There is no more false. False people are going to be shown for what they are. Liars are going to be under the spotlight. So if you are somebody that thinks it's easier to lie than tell the truth, please know you are going to be faced with some extremely humbling situations over the course of the next few weeks. She's not going to go easy on us, ladies and gents. She's really not. People will come into your life to humble you. People will come into your life to make you see the real you, to make you see what you've been closing down and shutting off. And you can either stay in that loop and continue to live in those loops for the next 10 years, or you can choose to actually evolve. Another area really under the spotlight, and as I look at the clock, it says 144, is addictions. If you are having old, out-of-date programs coming up, ask yourself, what am I addicted to? Then stop long enough to actually hear the truth. Illusion, delusion is no longer going to serve you as we step forwards. Many people Rather than stepping forwards right now, they are going back to their old ways, which is why the addictions are coming up. Maybe it's your coping mechanism. Oh, I'm just going to go out drinking every night, or I'm going to go and eat all the food, or I'm going to gorge on sugar. These behaviors, these habits that people are not even recognizing are addictions, once again, will be here to humble you. It's time to take the rose-tinted glasses off on yourself and look at yourself through the raw eyes of reality. Now, we're currently still in Mercury retrograde. So what comes with Mercury retrograde is communication issues and technology issues, okay? So this is going to continue to impact through this period. Now, I've lost my YouTube channel, my laptop hasn't worked on a few occasions, lots of different bits and pieces like that. So the key driver here is to not step into victim during this, just trust that everything is happening for you. You know, there is so many different things right now. Communication, people are getting very feisty. People are closing down. People's brains aren't working properly. You know, they're saying things and that isn't actually what's been happening. There is a level of delusion that has to come to the surface, and people will literally stand their ground and you know, say to your face, I didn't say that. I didn't do that. It's down to you to just be like, you know what? Like, is this my choice for my future? It's a great period to decide what's important for you. Do you want to be with somebody that is delusional and that doesn't remember what they say, isn't prepared to invest in themselves? Are you prepared to stay in that job that pays you pittance? I was talking to a girl yesterday, actually. She was like, I'm working all of these hours. I don't get to spend time with my child. I don't get time to do this. Yet I'm still doing it. Ask yourself why. Now is the time to change things. Take note, like actually see what you are enjoy doing. An exercise came through to me earlier today and I didn't know what it was for, but maybe it's an additional thing to add to the exercise that I put at the end of this video. Like, I'm going to work on an exercise over the coming days whereby I create my perfect day. Now, I've done this, but a long time ago, so I'm going to do it again. What does my perfect day look like? My perfect day is waking up without an alarm, journaling, doing all of my teeth rituals, doing all of the energy rituals to get my body into alignment, going and exercising, you know, walking on the beach barefoot, grounding, spending time with my partner, working on something which lights up the passion in my soul so greatly that is where my focus wants to be. So take note, what makes you happy? What do you want for your future? What we're going to be noticing in this period of time is whether people's behaviors resonate with us or if it's time to move forwards. Now, it's harsh because the ego will say, oh, don't put up with that, leave. Because it wants to keep you safe. You don't want to get hurt. What if this person breaks your heart? What if this person doesn't turn out to be who they say they are? But in reality, you're creating that vision because that is what is going on in your head. My advice right now is to have some fun. See where you can laugh and joke, even in the toughest of times. Now, I know that this can be challenging. I've said it on a couple of videos of recent. I've been through probably one of the most challenging few weeks of my life. And I've had to find the funny moments in it. I've had to look for the gold. And it's been challenging to do that. You know, and this is me and I know what I'm doing. So I appreciate it's challenging for many of you. We are being asked to balance the body and the soul. We are being asked to integrate both sides of us right now. We are going to ascend with this physical body this lifetime. It's never been done before. So we need to balance these. We need to come into harmony with these. And one of the ways to come into harmony is detoxification for the physical body. Now, as I mentioned on a video, I don't know, at some point, I've done a parasite cleanse. I'm just in the final days of doing the second piece of it. Then I'm going to be stepping into a deep fast and detoxification and cleansing process, like imminently in the next couple of days. So we're being asked to integrate this. Now, when you stop feeding the body and loading the body with heavy density, what basically happens is the vibration rises. You start to feel so much better than you ever have done. So for me personally, where I've been through so much trauma in the last few weeks, it's going to be a really, really challenging time for me to sit with it and go through this process without, leaning on the crutch that is food. But this is what we came here to do. So if you feel drawn to detox or cut something out of your life, just go with it right now. Your body is obviously communicating with your soul. Now, another area, and I mentioned this in the May energy update, and I've had hundreds, and I mean hundreds, maybe even thousands of messages and emails from people talking about the attacks on the men. The men are in a period of real adversity right now. It feels as if they are attacking themselves, for want of better words. Now, the darkness is attacking the men right now. Why is that taking place? When masculinity is being attacked, it makes it far easier to attack the women. Now, what is happening right now is we are at a period in time whereby the divine feminine energy is rising. We are really bringing in a level of feeling, a level of nurturing, a level of caring, and these kind of behavior patterns. And the men are going, this is ridiculous. Why are you talking about your feelings? And this is toxicity in the masculinity. And the reason this is happening is because the darkness has basically said to them, that's not strength, that's weak. So what's happening is, with this new nurturing energy, because we're heading towards New Earth, we want to go to a world whereby peace and harmony exists. And the only way peace and harmony exists is by nurturing and stepping into feelings. So whenever anybody's telling you, oh, you feel too much, or you're too sensitive, or you're this, or you're that, you're just stepping forwards into New Earth energies. And they are reflecting the attacks on the men to you. Now, like I said, I've had hundreds, if not thousands, of messages and emails basically saying, Lucy, I am a man and I can't believe it. I'm shouting at my children. I'm shouting at my wife. I've just ended my relationship and I didn't want to do that, but I was angry. And in that moment, I really wanted to do it. It's really quite eye-opening what is taking place with our men. And unfortunately, whichever way you look at it, a lot of men aren't knowing about it. Thankfully, my followers listen and, pay attention to when I bring these things up. And so they've got it in their consciousness. I'm behaving out of character right now. This is not me. This is manipulation. Right. I need to X, Y, Z. So as I mentioned in the May energy update, relationships are under a massive spotlight. And now, as we step into the full moon energy, we are going to be shown things that we are not going to want to see, or maybe we are going to want to see. So again, I've spoken to a number of people that are saying to me, oh my gosh, I'm not sure I want to be with my partner anymore. Oh my goodness, I'm really not sure where this is going. Basically, what's happening through this full moon is we are going to be shown the illusion around love. We're going to be shown where we have been deluding ourselves in a relationship, putting up with things that maybe we wouldn't normally put up with, closing our voice when we should be speaking up. Maybe we're expecting too much of another person. Maybe we're being too harsh on our partner because we want to keep ourselves safe. This is the ego. What are you putting up with that you don't want to be putting up with? What are you doing? Where are you being quiet when really you should be speaking up? Now is not the time to be settling, ladies and gents. We have been walking through hell for a very long time. Now is our choice to make better choices. Now, I just want to remind you, because a lot of people will be like, oh, see, I made the right decision. Chances are, if you get that, oh, I made the right decision, you will be feeling that because it's ego. It's, oh yeah, right, I've got the validation. Lucy says it's okay that I left my partner because actually I'm shit scared of commitment, or I'm shit scared that I'm going to end up getting hurt, or I'm shit scared that I might have to visit a wound that maybe I've wanted to suppress all these lifetimes. Maybe a contract that you know that you were supposed to do this lifetime. You're just too goddamn scared to do the work. You need to be honest with yourself right now more than you've ever been. It's extremely, extremely important. You check yourself. If you do not want to put up with certain things and you speak up about those things and your partner loses it at you, you need to ask yourself the question whether you are prepared to do that. Can you, have another conversation with them? Can you try it in a different way and see if they don't lose it that way? Or is it just whenever you speak about your feelings, they lose it at you? There is going to be a lot of remorse around love during the full moon period. There's going to be a lot of people realizing and recognizing that actually they may have made mistakes. There's going to be a lot of people that go back through their past relationships and actually, really feel this pull. Now, if you are in that situation, do not reach out to your exes, okay? If you've been single for 2 years, this is the energy just bringing it up for your healing and to bring it into wholeness. Please do not just be like, oh, I need to reach out and I need to do this and I need to do that. Obviously, if that's what you feel really, really drawn to do, but just remember these energies are playing us right now. They're trying to cause a division between man and woman. Allow yourself to feel sad. Allow yourself to cry if you need to. Allow yourself to be angry if you need to, or to shout, or whatever it is that you need to do. But just recognize that this is a process that the physical body has to go through right now. As I mentioned about Mercury retrograde, communication is really key right now. Stop and breathe before you communicate. Stop and breathe before you make decisions. Honor each other, allow each other to speak, communicate very, very clearly and softly. It's time for us to break these barriers. The devil, the darkness is trying to get us to butt heads at the moment. Now is the time we need to be coming together, unifying, uniting, and really working together as a team. Any of us that are choosing to separate right now, we are playing into the hands of the devil. The mind is out of date. The mind is out of date. Feeling is the only way to go from here. Now, literally just minutes before I started filming this video, one of my girlfriends messaged me, and as soon as I saw her name, I got this really beautiful message come through, and I was like, I don't know if it's for her or the full moon update. So I sent it to her, and now I'm putting it in here. Nothing is as bad as the human mind makes it. I know that's challenging when you're going through stuff. As I've openly said, I've been going through a lot in the last few weeks, and it's been easy to get caught up in the cycles. Then when you start to come out the other side, you recognize that it's not as bad as your mind made it. Yes, you get the peaks and troughs, you get the pulls of, oh my goodness, it could have been different, or this could have happened, or that could have happened, and you process all of those things. Just allow them to process, allow yourself to feel that. Let me be honest with you, it's better than just shutting it down and pretending it's not happening, because that is sitting in your cells and that is going to create dis-ease in your body, or like I said earlier, potential heart attacks. There will be shockwaves this full moon. There will be shockwaves in relationships. There will be shockwaves in politics. There will be shockwaves sprinkled around the world. Now, I know the test that they did on the 23rd of April in the UK, they're doing all over the world right now. They're doing it in Australia. They're doing it in Denmark. They're doing it all over the world. This is something which, when I got the word shockwaves, I was like, wow, that's the kind of wave that is going to be being provided on top of others. The truth has nowhere to hide anymore. The truth must come to the surface. If you have been speaking mistruths in any area of your life, maybe you've been doing something which wasn't authentic to you, but you've been doing it anyway because it's what you've always done. It's just the way that it is. If you've been having any conversations like that, trust me, your shadow is coming to the surface. You are heading for a huge dark night of the soul. If you keep pretending that you have dealt with it, or if you keep suppressing things, you are going to get burnt. Past hurts are coming to get you. Past hurts are coming to humble us all. The past hurts are manipulation. They are the devil working to create separation between yourself, between you and your purpose, between you and your loved ones. It's time to change destructive habits and transform them once and for all. Check where you are keeping yourself safe. Intensity is the word that best describes this full moon. It's going to be strong. It's going to be fast. It's going to be intense. I mean, I don't even know how we've got to the start of May. I have no freaking idea, ladies and gents, none whatsoever. So expect that intensity to go up, expect the energies to become stronger, and expect it to speed up. Now, and this is something that's really appearing for me at the moment, is success. I do not know how in the last few weeks, bearing in mind all the stuff that's been going on, I have managed to connect with some incredible people all around the world that have agreed that something that I'm going to be bringing to the world shortly is going to be massively successful. And it is something that appeared out of nowhere. I was driven very, I was guided by God. I truly believe that, as I believe all of it is. You know, the divine just went, here you go, Lucy, here, have this. And I've acted on it. And I've connected with some of the most amazing people all around the world to be able to create it. Now, I know that success is a thing that we can take very easily during May. However, to be able to take it and run with it and process it and really succeed, it's to be authentic. If you are lying in any area of your life, trust me, you are going to get burnt. Your successes will fail. You will lose things. You will lose the money. You will lose the cars. You will lose the, the pedestal that you have put yourself on. The material world is under collapse. Any of your pleasures will be under attack. It's just the way that it is. We are collapsing the old mentality of things to make us look successful, to make us look powerful. They're all being gotten rid of. You will be encouraged to go inward, to release. Release the deep wounds that drive you to prove a point that you have to have loads of stuff. Old relationships, out-of-date perspectives and beliefs will be brought to the surface. And this is, I have to prove to myself that I can be successful because my mum never told me that I would be. My dad always told me I was a good for nothing. My teacher told me I wouldn't amount to much. So I need to have lots of material things to prove to these people that I am. You don't realize consciously that you're doing that, but ask yourself, why do I need that? What is it that I'm chasing for? Why do I need the bigger house? Why do I need another car? Like, ask yourself the questions and humble yourself. It's time to move on from the old, ladies and gents. Trust if during this period of time, during this eclipse, if something ends, trust the magical timing of it. And I have a heavy heart saying that. Surrender to the guidance that you are being given. Trust that you are being protected. And that is such a difficult thing to do when you're in the midst of it. But you know that you're being protected. As I said earlier, detoxification is very important during this period. When I talk about detoxification, look at the physical elements of it, what food you're putting in your body, what alcohol, what drugs, what cigarettes, things like that. But also look at your material stuff, as I just alluded to. It's time to remove the emotional attachments, get rid of things that you don't need, clothes and belongings, just stuff. It's time to declutter and get rid of this stuff, get rid of all of the old energies attached to stuff. Look at your emotional, mental and spiritual and areas of your life and look at where you need a detox. It might be that you need to detox your timeline on Facebook. It might be that you need to be booted off of YouTube to do a detox so certain people can't access your videos. Like, trust the magical timing of everything right now. Secrets will come to the surface. There is no option, but unexplained things will come into your consciousness and secrets will come up. Maybe you've had a belief, maybe you've had a thought process that your partner's messaging that person. Trust me, it will come into the surface during this period of time if it's the truth. The truth is the only way out of this. And this is why many people are running away. Oh my God, I'm going to get caught out. Oh my God. It's very, very interesting right now. But as much as those mysteries and the unexplained secrets coming to the surface, on the other side of that, our gifts will be coming online so much more. Your telepathy, your psychic, your intuitive natures, your general guidance to want love and better for yourself. It's all going to be coming pop, pop, pop. That's what they said to me. Focus on your health and recognize any addictions. And I mean, like I spoke about addictions earlier, alcohol, drugs, sex, sugar, any of that stuff. But look at where, we have healthy habits like going to the gym. Has that become an obsession? Has it become an addiction? Very, very, very important. We look at it from both sides. Look at habits, like I just said, healthy habits. Now, healthy habits are harmony, peace, happiness, things like that. But have you got any unhealthy habits? My nose is really going and my guides really want to come through. Oh my gosh, how funny. Not now. So unhealthy habits, look at the unhealthy habits that are stopping you from living your healthy habits. So, you know, sometimes people say, I want peace. All I want is a peaceful life. All I want is just calm and tranquility in my life. Yet they're spinning 1,000 plates, running here, there, and everywhere. They're distracting themselves. That is not in alignment. You are living a life like this. You know, there is no way that you're ever going to get peace, harmony, and happiness when you are, you know, so attached to drama. Look at what needs to be reset. Look at the promises you've made. Look at the commitments and honor them to yourself. And if you don't feel like that anymore and you don't want to honor them anymore, ask yourself why you were deluding yourself in the first place. This is what I'm talking about. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to, you know, yourself is the most important one. Because if you're lying to yourself and trying to convince yourself of something, let me be honest with you, all you're doing is sabotaging your own love. You're sabotaging you. What needs to be reset? Who do you need to apologize to? And who do you need to forgive? Such a profound period of time that we're living in right now. Now, the last area that, well, I've got a couple more areas, I guess. One of the next areas that they gave me was around rebirth. You are going to come out of this month of May better than ever before if you are authentic and standing in your truth. If you are working with somebody and you think what they do is utter BS and you don't align with it, trust me, you aren't coming out of this unscathed. If you are lying, you're going to stay in your loops. It's time to be real. It's time to say, hey, I don't actually align to that. Hey, this is not my bag. I love you, but I don't agree with what you're talking about. I love you, but I'm not going to like get involved in this area of your life because I don't align to that. That's about standing in your truth. The liars are going to get put on their backside. So recognize it. Rebirth is such an exciting time. We all have the same choice. It's a choice. Do I want to evolve or do I want to stay where I am? And if you want to stay where you are, own it. But don't put it out there that you are, oh my gosh, I want to step into my gifts. I want to heal my trauma. I want to do all the work and then be lazy about it because you're going to get hurt. The energies aren't being light on anybody right now. So just recognize that. The last thing, which is really exciting, that they ended this, before I give you the exercise, the last thing that they gave me was, Lucy, it's all about the quantum leap. This is the period of time, and we're going to be going from May 2023 till around October, November time 2025. Sorry, my guides really want to channel some information. So between now, we've been in this cycle for a few years, and around October, November 2025, we're going to continue to be in this space where we have to recognize who we are, what we are. We can finish the work this year if we choose to. We can choose to finish it next year if we choose to. But it's very important that we get into alignment with our authenticity to allow ourselves this huge quantum leap that is on offer. If you do not choose the quantum leap, you're going to be staying in this lower density. You're going to be staying with the governments and the lower frequencies that we've got today. And you might be sat there thinking, well, that's not so bad. But now imagine yourself living in a place whereby peace, harmony, happiness, love, abundance resides. That's what I'm talking about. That's the quantum leap that I'm choosing. And everyone and everything that is stopping you and holding you back from taking that quantum leap will be removed, whether you like it or not. Ladies and gents, I'm going to give you the exercise for the full moon update right this second. So go grab yourself a piece of paper and a pen, and we will go from there. Okay, guys, welcome back. Here is the exercise for the full moon, May the 5th, my apologies, 2023. First step, as always, is about cleansing yourself. So use sage, use Palo Santo, use essential oils, whatever it is, and just cleanse the area around your physical body. This is your energy field. This is your energy body. Please, please, please cleanse it. The next thing that I want you to do is go and cleanse your space. You can walk around a room, you can go and set up outside, whatever it is, but just cleanse the space and set the intention that we are going to be our most authentic self for the next 20, 30 minutes, however long this is going to take. So the next thing, once you have, the next step, once you've set your space up, once you've cleansed your space, is set your space up. Now, for me at the moment, I have a beautiful crystal grid set up where I'm staying, and I've got, you know, a beautiful beach nearby and things like that. So what I'm going to be doing is making sure that I've got that grid, I've got my cards or whatever it is that I need to be able to set into that space. I will have some music being played because that's very important. Excuse me. And then what we're going to do once the space has been set and you've set the intention that you're going to be your most authentic self, I'd like you to drop into 15 minutes, allowing yourself to be free from all of the bullshit you've ever told yourself, free from the bullshit version of you that you tell everybody that you are. And most of you probably think that you really are that version. You know, like I've got to know people that are so amazing, so amazing, but this version that they put out to the world is, quite frankly, just not that. So it's really interesting. This is coming up for this exercise right now. Like, I need you to be the real you, not the hardened you, the one that life has made tough, or the one that you have to put on a front because you have to protect yourself. I'm talking about the real you that loves, that cares, that connects to the heart space. That's the you that you need to be in for 15 minutes through this exercise. Once you've done the meditation for 15 minutes, grab a piece of paper and pen, and I'm going to get you to write 3 different areas. The first area is write a letter to release all that you feel need releasing. Now, that might be to your mum, to your dad, to your partner. You might write 10 letters. You might write 1 letter and cover it all. Maybe it's to yourself. But it's about releasing everything that has ever gone on with you that you feel is holding you back. Number 2 is share the blocks that you have around that. For example, if what if I release this and I never get that person back? What if I release this and I'm never able to create the abundance again? What if I release it? That's the kind of blocks that you've got, because unconsciously and energetically, you will stop yourself doing it, like cutting cords or whatever, if you are not aware that you are energetically blocking yourself. Step number 3, any addictions or habits that you would like to release. So you can do it on 3 separate pieces of paper. You can do it on many, many different pieces of paper, whatever works for you. Once you are done, I would like you to sit with them in your hands and allow yourself to release the emotions that surround them and that are attached to them. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to scream, scream. If you need to be angry, just do that. This is your time to release in whichever way you choose to do. Now, to close out this ritual, what we're going to do is we're going to either screw the pieces of paper up, we're going to rip them, or we're going to burn them. And as you do this, say, I release all control that has been held over me for all the lifetimes that relate to these low vibrational feelings. That ripping or that burning will just really allow those emotions to go, ladies and gents. I've got a man looking in the window watching me. Love it. Once you've finished, ladies and gents, you are done with this full moon exercise. I hope this has been useful. Rumble, thanks for supporting me. I hope my YouTube channel managed to find me on there. And this will be up on YouTube, but obviously it will be late because I'm on the naughty step. Guys, I love you to the moon and stars. I will see you in the next video. Ciao for now.